You chose the hard difficulty. We continue. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage. It's good to know. Don't know how much sneaking I'll be doing, but I guess it shall reveal itself with time. Still don't understand why I have to run shaders each time I launch the game. Then I still have to wait for this loading screen. Did it crash? Did it hear me talking shit? The fuck is going on? There's something happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. This guy's moving. Oh, there we go. Oh, mother of polygons. Where am I? Oh, that's me. Okay.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to
Been here?
insufficiency in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
That's a crab.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our...
Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes...
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Okay.
Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
Mech repair is mech repair, isn't it?
I mean, sure, all the
don't
underlying
even know what
logic's
I
the
mean,
same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which are a fair amount more complex. Subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte, so I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
What kind of device uses these audio cartridges?
I assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides.
Must be hard.
Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course.
Thank you for revealing an ultimate weakness in your entire base. Ever think of packing it in and moving to Fairfield?
Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign.
Alright. Well, sounds a bit forced. You've been persuaded to say that.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
In Fairfield, you'd be paid for all your work.
Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in an honest-to-goodness community than be surrounded by them individualist backstabbers. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live.
Alright. Speech 4.
Outsider.
Epitomizes the pinnacle of why?
We're almost leveled up. I don't remember if I was working on something. I needed one observation for something. I don't remember what though.
And the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and a lack of community led to terrible
Charlton
suffering.
The matriarch
Minecraft.
and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ecotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as a great way to maintain it.
A perfect life of contentment.
Did you blow
and
Barney?
plenty.
Appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut.
There's a purple stain all over your mouth. What is that?
Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
Recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna.
Even to someone completely unobservant, that was remarkably unconvincing.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest...
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
We all know how invasive species can unbound
How many teeth do you want to swallow before you admit what you're hiding?
like those nettlesome raptidons or
Undercover operatives being required to reveal their
Auntie's choice.
here
The system is
self-seen. What?
the system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all
How
do
many
our part
teeth do you want to swallow?
Say now, no need to get tough. You saw through my ruse, fine. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
The advertisements for the Purple Berry Crunch are especially steering.
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Absolutely not here on official Haunted Choices business.
Paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it.
I don't know what to do here.
If I understand the subtext, that means yes. Dearie me, you are the first secret agent I have ever met. At least in waking life. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field?
Didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here
I
on
met with Minister Milbastreet.
Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
Obstreperous.
time for recreation. We sleep.
Actually, he wants you to come work for him and help sway others to move to Fairfield.
Food is nutritious.
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar.
And thank the sovereign.
Here, you aspire. Your aspirations are dangerous secret. There, such ambitions are revered.
Most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the protectorate.
Case of Auntie's Choice Purple Berry Crunch. Yeah, you want some Purple Berry Crunch?
With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
A meticulously designed marvel where
Then, well, hand back the fucking Purple Berry Crunch.
Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me if, when, of course, you receive it.
nettlesome raptidons or
Who else in town would you consider important?
As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important.
Mechanic?
Pinkney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind.
But prudence dictates we keep it
Of course.
added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack. Still hurts to breathe. Sometimes I fear I may be
I reject
succumbing
imperfect
to
thoughts in all their forms.
notions.
All thoughts of any kind whatsoever.
I see.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality.
I guess nobody cares.
Wanda Wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
And or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better.
Oh, this was a whole town. Oh, I missed that area.
Everyone knows the
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
Fine point. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and evasive elements.
What do we have here? Hack level 3.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
The Sovereign really does think of everything.
That's a plant. Nitrogen flushed meal pack. Come on. I guess I'm not supposed to be up here.
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to enter here? Trespassing. Case of Lux Floor Skin Powder. I mean, I don't know if I want to start sabotaging already. Before speaking to the leader.
All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficiency in
Right now, the paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short swim down to your possessions.
Wait, they still live underwater?
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting.
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my actual neighbor. Except my domicile is presently underwater.
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
No way I can help.
Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating?
I think there's some medicine inside this kit I got from Auntie's Choice.
Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
What up, Kadak? I like it. I'm glad to be back in this world. They definitely added a bunch of new mechanics and details. Hope you feel better. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll see how long I go for. Just had some paracetamol, so sort of okay for now. Yeah, I like the first one, though it was a somewhat, some degree linear, but also a bit too easy. But I did really enjoy it. I played it 2 or 3 times. And in this one, I feel like they've definitely made it harder, especially with like persuading people and dialogue sort of options. It's cool they give you like different ways of doing the same thing. Speech and this. Particularly and this.
Honestly?
Yes.
Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you?
Like the 2, I was able to play through it with a partner, which I enjoyed. Oh, in real life. So it was fun. Pretty easy, and decisions didn't mean too much. I mean, there was certain decisions that make or break, you know, a faction or whatever. But in the, you know, the long run, sometimes it didn't really matter. Like, for example, if you, I'm trying to remember what her name was. It was like a mechanic or a plumber leader on the giant ship, who Parvati's infatuated with. And if you mess with her, then Parvati just like fucking leaves you. And did a bunch of endings, and that was it. Yeah, I don't know. It's also just like a fun game. It's quite satisfying. I love the like the fact that there are perks, but there are also like anti-perks. Like my guy is sickly, just like me. Time to seriously consider relocating your patients to Fairfield.
Oh, they'd just take us all in? Provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? Doesn't align with how I've heard them depicted on the wireless.
The Protectorate clearly failed you, but Altis would gladly make you regular customers.
This is dangerous talk, friend. We've already been branded traitors. If we give them any excuse now, they'll send in the Arbiters directly. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though.
Okay. The world and the humor are great, yeah. And the missions are fun. I was playing your character. Yeah, I was, so I have the game on Game Pass, and it came out last Wednesday. There was a bunch of bugs on release, and I couldn't launch the game. Then Thursday, I went to see my family in England. And then Sunday, on the way back, I like caught something in the airport. So I've been trying to play this game, but I'm just like my energy level is just dipped. I could dilute the medicine I provided 12.26% to stretch it out enough for the trip. I mean, I could just do this and then do this, and then I can keep the medicine, right?
Plenty of the structures below are still submerged. Others, ones that escaped being flooded, got abandoned once the Crabbles moved in. Those ought to have some supplies. If I were you, I'd try to sneak past the Crabbles out there. They seem rather territorial of late. All right, be careful out there.
Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, nice. Yeah, I really want to play Ghost of Yote. I don't have a PlayStation. So that'll have to wait. But the first game is fantastic. And really aesthetic.
You've returned.
Man, I just went to the other room. I'm gonna get you all those things, and I just clean every fucking shelf they have. I'm just gonna get a drink from the fridge. Once it comes to PC. Yep. We'll see if I mean, if I get a job in the near future. Potentially buy one. Because I would also like to play Bloodborne and Demon Souls again. Yeah, we have a lot of markers here. Let's go to the main guy, maybe. I feel like I've walked past a bunch of NPCs you could probably interact with. Gonna make dinner. Okay. Well, thank you for dropping in. Enjoy your dinner. Hope it tastes good. I had so much FOMO not having the right skills. I feel like I'm playing catch up.
Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind.
This port looks in pretty bad shape. What would it take for you to let your people leave for Fairfield?
Certainly. What would you like to know?
What are the Vigilant?
Our society is built of layers, with the benevolent sovereign at the top. The Vigilant are directly beneath him, supporting him, helping to enact the paradigm. We are also tasked with leading the rest of the subjects.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why?
How does that work?
There are varying degrees of vigilant leadership needed, depending on where in the hierarchy a subject may be. Why, even the Sentinels rely on our guidance, regardless of their thoughts on the matter. But our true calling is to lead the lower classes, who are the beating heart of our society. I suppose when Auntie is eventually driven from our fair island, the Sentinels will be coming for me, traitor that I am. Is there anything else?
Enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
How might I assist?
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the Vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
It would only take a few variable gears and essential motivators to serve your purposes.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief, unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
The base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret. The system
Lost me on that last part. How can a boot heel be a vapid?
My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. My intention is to absolve my subjects of any and all such blame. It's a gamble, no arguing that. But anything else is simply giving up and waiting for the end.
any minor disruption.
I might be able to help find parts, but we have to discuss compensation.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Need a way into Vox Relay.
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
Pursuing a malefactor named Augustine de Vries. Vox Relay server, last known location.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
I already have a pass.
Farewell now.
Is it strenuous or stressful?
So we're gonna help these guys, and we're gonna betray them, and we're gonna betray the guys who we're betraying for. You gotta figure out the order of operations.
Welcome back.
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them.
That's fine. I'm leaning towards converting them all to Auntie's choice anyway.
Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milverstreet's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milverstreet also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain. If he can be trusted.
I do like that hat.
Given the condition of this place, I'd assume no shortage of willing spirits eager for a way out. But then, reason's sometimes hard to come by with the Protectorate. Before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say. No use trying to lift up those attached to the muck.
I forgot about upgrade benches. Designated revolver. Is that the same thing I have? That doesn't seem good. Really don't give a shit if I just take everything. Oh, hey, it's the guy from the beginning. After the calamity at the horizon point. This is the guy who was in the booth. And he had demerits against him, and then we went to the computer and we wiped all of the demerits. After the calamity at Horizon Point, that Protectorate needed someone to blame. The Sentinels found me, imprisoned me, interrogated me, and if not for the Vigilant defending me, accusations of desertion, I might have destined for mental refreshment or worse. Instead, they merely checked my demerits. Thankfully, Jack Offsuit, truth of their word, expunged my record. They didn't just give me a clean slate, it made me pure in the eyes of the Central Command. But at what cost? They not also make me a liar? No, I have a second chance to deserve this unblemished record. I must make good at it. On it. Wait, so is he around here somewhere? What's his name? Corbin. It would be nice to get a reward for that. What is going on with the bathroom situation? It's corrugated metal and of... Yeah, this is so tiny. Future my ass. I do apologize if it's hard to understand what I'm saying. I can try and speak up a little bit. My throat is cooked though. No, we don't have this. Can I climb? I don't remember what the melee button was.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you.
I guess I need a key. Unless... Okay. Who leaves the keycard inside the place? Okay, so we can mess this up as well. Not yet. I also don't know if they're going to be able to track it back to me. Where's this Corbin dude at? This kind of looks cozy.
All these vexatious disruptions keep befalling Westport. When are things gonna settle back again?
Have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. For this weekday, take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
Apparently nobody gives a shit. I'm not gonna mess with that either just yet. Pardon me. What did I need? I don't remember what I needed this for. Back might be good. Medical is also good.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise.
What? The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Easily distracted. Your skills are erratic to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of one. You can raise more skills faster, though it will be harder to maximize any particular one. Effects. When leveling, you can only add skill points into your lowest non-zero skill or any skill. Ooh. Or any skill you have no points in already. So I can't level my highest skill, but I get an extra point. That's kind of fun. How would it work? Like, sorry. Wouldn't all the skills just like plateau at like 3 or 4? Because you wouldn't be able to pick the highest skill. Like my highest skill right now is like 3 or 4. So I'd have to get like all my skills to like 3. But like then what? If all the skills are the same amount, seems very risky. Someone smarter than me can figure that one out.
Know how invasive species
It's a cool idea though.
unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice.
Where's Corbin?
Has the Sovereign said how many of those pills were each allowed? It must be at least a fistful
Stranger?
more.
You can't fight contentment.
No.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
all inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative doctrinatory falsity.
Liquidator!
He's serpentining. What the hell?
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
The hell? How am I supposed to avoid that? These guys are pretty buggy. No pun intended. Ooh. Yo, this person was fucking stacked. Charlton Weintraut. Oh, we met this guy before. Was the eccentric. Did I update in a mission? Alright. Looking like a damn Warhammer 40k codex. No, it's not connected to downstairs. Hey, yo.
She I it almost a year. Hold on.
She I it. Yo, what up, John? 11 months. Thank you very much. How are we doing? We're just plundering this abandoned town. I don't really know if it's abandoned, but it's about to look like it. How's Overwatch 2 been? It's been okay. Now this game has been phenomenal. Feels like everyone's been on the ARC train. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some footage of it and I wasn't really tempted in the slightest. Besides, the only selling point is that people are playing it, but not much for third-person shooter extract. Not that there are super many, but Hunt Showdown is the only extract game I need. Or want, rather. Any purpose to shooting these? There's gonna be like one that reveals a secret. Dude, I wish I had like Margit or Moog's Shackle and I could just pop all of these things in one fell swoop. Potentially. I've been hesitant on it myself. Also, I don't know if it costs money or whatever. I'm not really invested in the slightest. Still stuck on Megabonk. Taking out whoever beats my score. I've only played a few hours of Megabonk. I do have to get back into it at some point. I don't know if it's too much of a stream game per se. Might just be something I do on my own time.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabble skedaddle. Or maybe open the door and
Crabble
bolt.
skedaddle.
Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
This guy's out of his mind. $40 for our creators. The hell? That's some new from me.
Yeah.
I just also have so many games already. Like, this is one that I've been looking forward to, but like my backlog is just spoiled for choice. Did I? I cleared this one, right? But what about this one? Still don't get that. If I can spray some WD-40, we check for the part that is hollow. Then we smack it and then sesame. I mean, I'm no engineer, but it's like my old TV. Gets static, you just smack it till it clears up. It's like my other phone. My other phone, like, battery started swelling up. So it basically became like, it arched the casing to the point where the charger wasn't aligned with the phone. So I'd have to like press down a corner to make sure it charged properly. Now I have a new phone, so I don't have to worry about that. Was seemed a little sketch to have a swollen battery. Oh, it's you again.
Quickly, I have to prepare for other contingencies should the worst come to pass.
There's of help for your friends.
Your friends rather knows.
In the Earth Directorate, we call it information gathering.
Fine, ask your questions.
Just got a new one myself about a month ago. Yeah, it's nice, but it's also a pain in the ass. I have to remember all my passwords and making sure my apps are at the right place and whatnot.
If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration.
I think I've changed like 3 passwords this past week just because I could remember them.
Stop there. I know what you would ask.
I already spoke to this guy, right? So I guess now we just get everything up. Let's talk to the doctor first. I'm curious if I can keep the medical supplies.
Look who's back.
Good kid.
Hello again. Have you spoken to Vigilant Hogarth yet? Did he give permission for me to leave? Ah, I see.
Marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes
I'd like to
challenges
just
do
take
arise.
this.
We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most...
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees.
I regret to inform you, I already took everything.
Initiating.
Advanced decryption key. It's 1,000. Alright, sell junk. 8K. Okay. Always good to keep them fresh. It's sort of a vicious cycle. It's like, then the next time I forget a password, I'm gonna think it's the original one, not the new one. I don't know.
Maintain it.
Should be fine.
Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
Where's Corbin? I want to speak to him.
You've returned.
Indeed.
Outsider?
So we could give the medicine. Or we could just say this. What the void happened here?
You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall, flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again.
Definitely have reset many passwords because of that loop, yeah.
All right. Well, yes? Help you with anything?
What's your favorite thing about life in the Protectorate?
Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, Automex took care of most things. I had plenty of time for my interests. Forays into nature, socializing. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. Hard to find a bad meal in the Protectorate, though. See you when...
Hey, there's a difference in response.
Don't know what we'd do if we didn't have you and the Vigilant looking out for us. If you're sure it'll retain its efficacy, that might just do the trick. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it.
Want his permission?
It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. All right,
best.
Be careful out there.
I'm just curious what the other option provides.
Don't know what we'd do if we didn't have you and the Vigilant looking out for us. No, that should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth.
Okay. So it's just better to do it to keep the medical supplies. Just spit my bogus science at her.
Yes? Help you with anything? I read the one last additional thing we'll need. I'll surely have my hands full with my patient.
Okay, so now we go and fuck everything up. Wait, I opened the door, didn't I? Are they gonna know it was me? I don't feel like I'm doing a good thing here. Are we the baddies? Play the propaganda.
Salutations! This is TV Milva Street of Fairfield with a special one-time. Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that in Auntie's Choice, we don't pre-select your assignment at birth? It's true. No computronic doodads, no permanent roles, just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation they like and change.
That sounds
I'm very
nice.
curious how the town is going to function without the generator.
Yes. Without it,
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flood.
It seems to be ill-advised. Why is it showing me the intestinal structures of
Trust the plan, preserve set
my enemies?
stay in the system.
It's like when you're watching Attack on Titan, it gives you a bunch of random information. Alright. Everything's falling apart. Surely.
People can't imagine telling Hogarth I'm leaving. Believe I'd feel additionally traitorous once I met his gaze.
Indeed.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge.
The fuck?
Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind.
Should I do his mission first?
Farewell now.
What was his mission? Might be able to use this as leverage as well. Subtly irritable employee. a skull emoji above their name.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Looks like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris?
Just a bit of scrap, nothing complete. Can I ask why?
Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our automechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Auntie's, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence.
I sure am not.
Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge.
What exactly are you trying to convert your mechs to do?
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it.
We already know
Used
all
to
of
be a
this.
sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us.
Such is the way.
True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined, but I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Auntie's offense, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies.
Perhaps the escort turned traitor and set the bombs themselves.
These were stalwart defenders of the Protectorate we're talking about here. Not the spineless stumblewits that comprise the forces of Auntie's choice. No. Some other unfortunate fate has
Have
befallen.
you ever heard of an
Could have been any
undercover
manner
agent?
of terror brought upon us by Aunties. Likewise, and
Well, the place is right over there. Maybe there are enemies on the way. Yeah, I gotta lie to them.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
I'm approved to enter.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Why does this is a repair shop now? How come it itself is requiring repair? Everyone all right?
Nothing too bad, aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
I like your pauldrons, or whatever you want to call them.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
This is larger than I imagined. Don't remember what the melee button is. But having a third arm in your back would be like so nice for scratching your shoulder blades. Was that stealing? There it is. But apparently she's oblivious.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon.
Those are some serious eyebrows.
Ah, good. A captive audience. Money well spent. You must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army.
Egads. Eh? 彼はやだよ。ゴミ顔です。ようこそミキさん。
You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe that remain strong, and together we will outlast the Crabble.
I am not supposed to tell them this. I do wonder. I'm gonna save.
Howdy. Don't trouble me with automechanical matters. Ask the quartermaster at the repair facility, assuming she hasn't been devoured by crabbles. Getting better, I think. The crabbles have seemed less, or maybe they're just biting.
You seem nice.
I guess he doesn't give a shit. このゲームは FPS RPG。君はフォールアウトしましたか？はい。俺が熱あります。悲しいです。
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect?
Right.
My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless
Nice
jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
少しもっとします。Looking for some mech parts.
We may or may not have what you need. Speak with Hazel, our ever-reliable and ever-resourceful. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak.
You want someone to patch it up?
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Okay. Hope to take care. Hi. もう今日はお酒飲みません。めっちゃ悲しいです。でも水が必要。Get better? あ、ありがとう。こちらこそ。7 up? いや、これは水です。アメリカ。スタイル。そうだよ。
What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Nobody wants to talk to that guy up there. That's stealing.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply and...
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Initiate commerce.
Does that one compute, big guy?
Affirmative. Initiating commerce is one of this unit's default commands. Initiating commerce.
Nice. A pet for your ship. 2,000 a pop, really? Hmm. Okay. One of these. It's pretty expensive. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Any parts to reprogram? How about mechs?
You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory.
Has the quartermech been acting unusual lately?
As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above.
I'd gather that their automech programming is just as rigid as the rest of their society. Meaning, this automech didn't misplace anything.
Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results.
Could also be the effects of zeranium contamination.
Doubtful. Zeranium affects their aggression and targeting subroutines. Basic instructions would still be functional. The quartermech is my responsibility. Claim whatever parts you require from the missing supplies, and we'll call the matters. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present in a...
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia?
Okay.
She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all.
Haven't met, but it sounds like I ought to fix that.
Delphinia is not very nice. Or maybe she just doesn't like me personally. Anyway, she's very talented, and I'm glad she's helping out. And I'm never going within 10 feet of her again. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Okay.
See you soon, I hope.
I love all the propaganda. Ooh, I think we can use that uniform potentially. Sneak into restricted areas.
Outsider?
So I assume that this is Zyranium. Isn't she gonna give me a suit? Or a shield?
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Do you mind? Corbin. Okay. Let's go down and speak to her again.
Welcome. All right, I admit it. The quartermech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need. Glad to oblige.
Yeah, didn't she have some sort of shield?
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
Captain Price? You and the Marshal don't seem to be on the best of terms.
The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
I see.
Zeranium corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment.
Could be good for you. We wouldn't want that, would we?
Oh, is right. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
Looking for some parts.
Hazel should get you sorted right quick, assuming she has the parts. She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her. You'll want to see the quartermaster. She's right next to the gate you entered through. She'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but...
Okay. Anyone else here have a name? Hardener. Hey, yo, look at this. Is this a gun? Oh, it's probably one of their... Dense Zeranium. Looks healthy. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought.
You're welcome.
Now, what is it you want?
I'm looking for some supplies.
Now that you mention it, there was one particularly insistent little mech who kept trying to put all manner of bric-a-brac in here. After several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building is off limits while I am working here. Didn't see that peculiar little scamp again after that.
I'm jack off. Must be the scientist Marshall mentioned.
Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Why is that?
A number of factors. Zeranium is dangerous, and we wouldn't want a researcher falling victim to their subject of study. The scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Everyone wants to fix the gas leak, but no one wants to step inside a hazardous vapor. Now tell me, are you familiar with zeranium gas?
You mean those clouds of fumes around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Indeed. So how's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
Okay.
Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a zeranium cloud. The one around the main hangar specific. Try to avoid any fields of dense zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
Why the gas from the hangar?
Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo, off with you now. Gather those sick...
Wait. Oh, we're looking for parts, I guess. It's not going to be atop the building, is it? Nice. Um,
Commander? Think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
no. We're fine. Just a healthy dose of whatever the fuck.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Okay. A catalytic amplifier should do the trick, I think.
Capital deduction! Where have you been all my career? You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility.
I mean, I was in space for like 10 years.
Just outside.
Guessing the locals weren't keen on parting with a rare component.
You guess correctly. Our chief mechanist was rather hostile to the idea. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
Tell me about this Dragoon.
Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defense. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go.
Sounds like fun. All right.
If you need something, kindly make it quick.
We're looking for a catalytic amplifier.
She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a Protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't.
Want you to disable this facility? They think you're dead and well to prove them wrong. Donaldson logged in his terrible. This seems sus. Like, why do I know this? You'd stop at nothing to guarantee victory. I'm interested what he'll say to this.
Marshall Donaldson wrote that? And in an official record? Well, I don't know what to say.
I also encouraged Montelli to give you a promotion.
If the Marshal truly thinks that highly of me, then I have no choice but to live up to my reputation. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract its vital organ?
All right.
One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Trust you're not getting in any trouble over this?
Not a chance. Donaldson has done everything in his power to get this facility online. Be seeing you.
Very cool. Oh, that was easy.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Here it is.
Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, with this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
Thanks for the shield.
Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm.
A lot of mumbo jumbo in this game. Oh, I see. It's one of these gadgets. Gas energy deflection apparatus. It's temporary shield. Unless the shield depleting with damage taken or time spent inside hazard. Cool.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate.
Linnea finished her device.
I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
You're telling me I could kill everyone? Your chief mechanist was concerned about Zeranium corrupting the Automex.
Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our Automex, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive, but that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on them.
Those pauldrons must weigh like 50 pounds each. That shield will last it for like no time. Am I dead? Alright. Hmm. Nice. Oh, it killed me. That shit as well. Authentic conduits must be closed. Intake conduits. Ah, I see.
Unexpected.
Armed and ready. Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Yeah, maybe because you pushed me out the door.
You cannot.
Yeah, damn it. 4 engineering. Man. Yo, this guy climbs ladders like a motherfucker. One. This double jump thing is mighty useful. Can't you just find my hands?
Help me end this fight on my feet. Back in business.
How are we doing on ammo? Doing so good on me. couldn't it?
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Indeed.
What can I do for you this time?
Fix the leak.
At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, we push the unprincipled interlopers of Auntie's choice into the sea. You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't have much to offer since our supplies are so low. I hope these bits will suffice. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spend just the same.
I think I deserve something extra for being overqualified and underappreciated.
Perhaps you're right. Accept this with my gratitude.
350
Now I can
opus.
show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little uranium.
Nice.
Howdy there. The roof. In retrospect, the problem is glaringly obvious. The quartermech couldn't figure out where to stack boxes on the x-axis, so it defaulted to the y-axis. I'll have that tinkered on shortly. And you're welcome to keep the automech parts, of course. Thanks for solving my little mystery.
Thanks.
I wish I shared the Marshal's confidence that our problems were behind us.
Ah, my erstwhile assistant returns to
Okay. Nothing else around here? Liquid uranium.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Them the parts and then I don't know. This place is still fucked. No more missions here. I guess we'll give him the parts and then tell him to leave. I don't know if this will work, but
That didn't sound like prudence at all.
Protectorate subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's
I mean, she literally says the company name.
That endless yattering is more insipid than I'd imagined. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
I have the parts.
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
Alright. About my reward.
Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the... There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox Relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose.
And I consider them the height of fashion.
Wouldn't know much about that, but you'll find they serve a practical purpose here. With them equipped, you'll traverse that path with relative ease. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. There's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you.
What needs to be done?
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law.
Okay.
Why, isn't it obvious? As Vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station.
Very humble.
Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual on us.
Who do I need to show the writ?
Marshal Corbin. As with all my
Corbin,
subjects,
let's go.
I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility. We cannot allow any of that to happen.
Corbin, right? I remember that guy. Did him a favor once.
You already know the man, and the two of you are in good standing, all the better. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. I may not survive to see what occurs. To check in on my people and see how they fare.
Hate to rain on the moon, but Westport's finished, bro.
What utter nonsense. How can you say that? Now, when I have automech parts in hand. No, your timing is absurd. Your wit, witless. Demonstrating a mixture of aplomb, grit, and tenacity even. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too.
Are you sure about that? Sure.
Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction.
Dewatering chemicals are poisoning your water supply and harming your people. You don't have any power anymore.
My people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give our lives to the Sovereign, whether he asks for them or not.
Dying is one thing, but without a generator, your mechs can't be recharged.
Perhaps you are correct. Ironically, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission to leave, but if they want it, they shall have it.
Let's
My
go.
former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying.
Okay. You should leave with your people. You probably won't.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
Even though your dream of a reduced sentence will be impossible with your subjects gone, you don't seem like the type.
Hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion.
Well, have fun listening to these loudspeakers day after day after day, by yourself.
Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I have endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little avatar? Oh, it never stops. The tumult of duplicitous lies. You're right. At least in Fairfield, I'll have company in adversity. Unsure how I'll endure my old subjects' periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow
to you and your people.
All right, then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
No computronic doodads, no permanent roles, just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield.
Has everyone gathered?
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of... You are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly.
All right. So should I go
I wish everyone's
speak
neighbor
to these
Prudence was
people?
my actual neighbor.
Hope I
Except
don't get
my
assigned to a
domicile
grafting
is
lab in
presently
Fairfield.
underwater.
Don't want to have to transplant a raptidon head onto some poor so-and-so's body.
I look forward to a new life of audacious self-determination and unregulated consumption of sugary sweets.
Says go to Fairfield, we go to Fairfield then.
Is there any point for me to go down here? I don't even know if
The vigilance says go to...
I gotta disguise or not. What is this? Huh. Well, we're gonna be heading in that direction in a second here. Where's she on the map? Oh. Let's go back here. Is that? Here. Our saving grace. Just noticed I'm getting dropped. I don't know why.
Whoa there, go get.
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so much. Maybe they ain't so awful.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
Haven't we already spoken?
Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Native to this place, sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it.
I never did find it.
Well, now how am I gonna pay off my bar tab? Cole's gonna take my spleen.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she...
Yes,
Even
yes.
the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't have...
Now, with that out of the way, I'd care to make my introduction. I am D.B.
What's going
Milver
on?
Street, Duke of Demographic.
Hey, how about we settle our business first? I did what you wanted.
Took your time doing it. I had you pre-marked as a...
Something's not right.
Now, with that.
What is going on?
Well, if it ain't D.B. Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, and you can consider that introduction the start and end of our personable relationship. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bear...
I wonder why all these conversations, like, reset.
Hey there, go-getter.
No, it's this guy.
I am well into that case of Purpleberry Crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products that are just as bad for you as well?
I did not know that.
It is wonderful. I no longer feel... Why, I've gained 10 pounds already.
Of course. Now, with that, I'm doing it.
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory. Some dusty report. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon...
Right, she's already in our party.
You mean grant preferential...
And if I die or...
Please pay the...
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than...
It most assured, this is unheard of, and I might...
So you say. And you?
She will... The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold, and to ensure my future. The second... Wait. It seems I must be direct. My operation in Westport is as important, if not more so, was verily. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours.
We've already
Should
done all
pose
this.
no trouble for a go-getter. Shh, nonsense. I cannot help
Severely
these people
wrong
achieve
with this game.
salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. Westport rep fair, but the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death. Excellent. With that, I shall mark the locale. Now, I'm sure you've asked your... Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact rep. I don't think... I've grown attached to this one and would prefer... Very... You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my... Then consider yourself a... Be forewarned. I can only guess at the need... You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees,
Why did I have to
I've
go through all of
gathered
that again?
You, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability? Sometimes the harshest move. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts?
Positive. May need to lock the storerooms. I think this is smart, but I'm a little scared of what his idea of purpose is. build a positive relationship.
Trust will take time to build. Time. You've given me a great deal to think about. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off.
Let's get me into the box.
I believe Vigilant Hogarth mentioned he presented you with a writ of conscription that now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell!
Hogarth helped me on his own. You still owe me.
What? But you... Oh, fie. Here are some bits for your trouble. Now, off with you.
Let's go. Did I get the hat? Let's go. Oh. I can't see it though. Looks ridiculous. A lot of armor. Just looks so ridiculous. There's 2 mods in it. Chance and critical damage. Holy shit, this thing is actually perfect for me. I wonder if that lady is in the medical bay.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here?
Please, limit all respiratory fits of coughing.
Arm's
choking,
already
and
feeling
or
better
wheezing
by
to under
leaps and
10
bounds.
seconds.
I must ask you to hold still. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients?
Once I isolated the primary aggregate.
Oh. Well, in any case, I hate being in debt to anyone. It's your lucky day, Trooper.
I'm still...
What's that burning smell?
How much I'm paid for each patient. And yet things I once had provided freely command exorbitant prices. It all feels rather uncaring, like some strange impersonal game.
Welcome to capitalism.
One's personal funds do deplete quite quickly.
What are you finding most expensive?
Well, to be honest, food. Most Auntie's Choice comestibles are so loaded with sugars and sweeteners, they seem like dessert. I estimate that's not ideal for one's constitution. If you find a line on any Protectorate foodstuffs, please let me know. I do miss our Arcadian tenderloin in particular.
I might have some.
Stranger?
Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer. In future, you might consider move.
But without my leg...
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that...
If you surgically remove the bone fragments and apply a cast, you could save the leg.
Oh, I'm sorry. My job.
Sure, and if anything goes wrong, I'll tell your bosses you hired me.
Folks like you make a body glad to be abusing anthrosalinity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's...
What if the trooper can't afford the cost of treatment?
This is a mighty big decision.
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Being back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers.
We can use that chem set over there to formulate more coagulant.
I can barely get the damn... Was there anything else?
Protectorate coming in for treatment.
Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't... My stimulants cost a premium.
This seems pretty good.
See you when I see you.
I guess that's... We haven't explored the... I think I'm gonna go to sleep. The internet... And I should probably rest. Yeah. Hopefully I'm better tomorrow. We shall see. And hopefully so is the internet. But until then, thanks to anyone who dropped in.